Yes, you can make money online and sell digital products without showing your face, but it's not as simple as just uploading faceless videos to Instagram and thinking you are going to get paid. So in this video, I'm exposing the truth about faceless marketing, what actually works, and how you can make it work for you without having to buy some expensive, overwhelming digital marketing course. Let's get into it. Hi friends, I'm Rochelle. I'm a six-figure digital product seller and mentor, and I help you start your own digital product businesses with the help of AI. Now, I can't tell you how many people I know that have held themselves back and have stopped themselves making money online with digital products because they don't want to show their face. And I get it. I was exactly the same when I started. I had a 9-to-5. I didn't want my friends and family to know what I was doing, and I was just so scared. I did not want to put myself out there online. And so I started with faceless marketing. That is how I started. But I soon realized that it was a lot more difficult than people were making out. And I found it so hard to really differentiate myself from other faceless marketers out there. Like, everyone was essentially posting the same content and they were promoting these digital marketing resale courses, which to me don't really make any business sense. In fact, I don't like the digital marketing courses and I recommend that you stay away from them. But it's a big but. There is a way to make faceless work for you. I learned this the hard way, and so I'm breaking it down in this video, which is essentially a free faceless marketing course. So let's get into the first lesson, which is you still need to build your brand. Now, I think a lot of people forget about this when they're faceless. They think, because no one knows who I am, I don't need to build a brand. I don't need to tell anyone about my story. I don't need to connect with anyone on a personal level. And that couldn't be further from the truth. In fact, because you're faceless, nobody can see you, it's actually harder for them to trust you. And so if you want to build trust, you need to build a trustworthy brand. But how do you do that when nobody can see your face? How do you get people to trust you when you're essentially just this voice or these text behind the screen? You do it by telling your story. You tell your story in your posts. You put your story in your captions. You put your story in your emails. You share as much information as you're comfortable with sharing. Because what this means that although people don't know quite who you are, they know who you are. Like, they know what you've been through. They know what your struggles were. They know how you've overcome them. And they actually can therefore connect to you on a personal level. And so the first rule for faceless is you need to go even harder on your brand. You need to build your personal brand like it is your business, because you can sell a product when you have brand and when people trust you, but you can't sell a product when people do not, because people buy from people. And so you're really given the illusion of you are a person, right? You're a person behind all of these videos. So you need to make sure people connect with them. And like I say, tell your story, give your personal perspective. You can even comment on things that are happening in your industry. Just make sure that you have a voice and your voice is heard. The next lesson is always leading with value-driven content. Now, a lot of people say educational content is dead, and I disagree. I love educational content. You just only have to go on my page to see how much I teach people about digital products completely for free. But when you're a faceless brand, you need to even go harder on the education, like almost as hard as I'm going, and I'm a face brand, right? You need to make sure that you are bringing value, and value isn't always education. It can be other things, but education is the easiest way to give value. So think short tips, step-by-steps, quick behind the scenes, quick tutorials. These are some of the things that you can use to really build your value-based content. And when you give, okay, this is the law of reciprocity, when you give value, people are more likely to give back, whether that's in their time, watching your videos, their engagement, and eventually their sales, okay? And I use the word eventually quite tactically, because you need to understand throughout all of these points, it's usually going to take you longer. It's going to take you longer to get your first sale. It's going to take you longer to build your brand. And that is just the real brutal, honest trade-off that you have when you are going faceless. You can't expect to just not show your face and it all be exactly the same. There are some additional challenges that you are going to have to navigate, and you're just going to have to be a lot more patient. Just before we go into the next lesson, you need to know that there's a checklist below that's going to give you the step-by-step on creating your own digital product. This is really going to help you stand out from all the other faceless marketers out there that are just reselling a bloody course. Create your own product, create something unique, build your brand. Check it out. Okay, lesson 3 is all about your visuals. You've probably seen the same old visuals. I'm going to put some on the screen right now. The same visuals that everybody is using. I'm tired of them, and I know everybody else on the internet is tired of them too, okay? So you need to make sure that your visuals are unique. There's 3 ways you can do this. One, you can use stock photo sites that are a bit more exclusive. So instead of your Canvas, think Content Cove, think Pixabay. I mean, Pixabay is still a little bit overused, but think of those type of more exclusive. You might have to pay to get your hands on that stock content, but ask yourself, is it worth paying and standing out, or do you just want to do it free and blend in with everyone in the background? Answer's yours. Number 2, you can do it with AI. There are so many AI image generation tools available now. I actually have a video here where I talk about some of the faceless AI tools that you can use to create your own unique content. And number 3 is my favorite, is just create your own content. You don't have to show your face. Show angles from behind, show angles where your face is, not visible, show angles from your profile. That will give you unique content that nobody has. And again, it's part of building your brand. Some of the bonus things you can do here as well is have your own color scheme, have your own type of text, your own fonts, something that's immediately recognized as being part of your brand. So basically, just ditch that overused stock content. It's trust me, it's not helping you at all. The next one is all about building your own engagement. So you'll probably see on Instagram, a lot of people comment on their own comments, comment on their own posts. A lot of people ask for comments a lot, ask for engagements. And this is what you need to not feel cringe doing. And there's actually no need to feel cringe about it at all, because nobody can see your face anyway. So ask for comments, comment on your own posts, comment on other people's posts, reply to your comments that you get from your viewers and your followers with actually open questions. Don't put an emoji. Put how did you find it? What do you want to see next? How did your journey start? Actually create opportunities for engagement. Again, this is going to help you build your relationships and build your brand so much quicker. Forget the cringe. We don't care about the cringe. You're faceless. There's nothing cringy about commenting on your own posts. And I say, everybody does it, even the biggest creators. Okay, so the last one is the most interesting. I always leave the most interesting to last. And I hope that people get here, because you need to create your faceless funnel. Now, a funnel is really overused marketing term. I've been in marketing for over 15 years. And if I had £1 for every time I heard the word funnel, I'd be a millionaire over and over and over again, probably 8 figures. But all funnel is the steps that you take people on, going from them not knowing you at all to buying your product. So what steps are you taking? What journey are you taking people on? Now, you need to make sure that your funnel starts off with something that is well suited to faceless content. So a lot of people start their funnel with Instagram content. Yes, that works, but have you tried Pinterest? Pinterest is a beautiful platform. It is so well suited for faceless content. And the point is that at the start of your funnel, you want as much people, you want to get traffic from as much places as you can. So if you're just promoting on Instagram, stop. Keep going, but build it with Pinterest, and also check out YouTube faceless content as well. Then think about where you're taking someone to the next stage. So what do you want people to do? Is it realistic to ask people to view your content and buy straight away, especially if you're a new brand? They don't know you yet. They don't trust you. So you don't even have a face. So you need to make sure that there's something in between somebody discovering you and you asking them to buy your product. It could be a freebie. It could be a blog post. It could be a podcast. You need to give them some bridging content, okay? And that is really important. People like to take people commenting on their post as a sign that somebody is ready to buy. And actually, they're just not ready to buy. In most cases, they're not ready to buy unless they have been around, unless they've been commenting for a while, unless they've been building a relationship for a while. But the reality is you're faceless and you need to build a relationship. And how does that start? It starts with value. Okay, you see here all the points are connecting. And then from there, your funnel will look quite similar to what I teach, especially in this video where I tell you how to start and grow your digital product business. But essentially, it is freebie, email list, product, upsell, and then you continue the funnel, okay? And so with that funnel and with the knowledge that this may take a little bit of time and you are going to have to put the work in, you now have the tools to start this business even if you don't want to show your face. And my recommendation is always to be face forward if you can. I saw a lot more momentum in my business as soon as I went face forward, but that faceless did help. I built my brand that way. I made my first £500 faceless, okay? And I didn't really know what I was doing. I didn't have a funnel, I didn't have training like this, and I didn't have the know-how on how to build those relationships with my customers. And so on the screen right now, you have a video showing you how I use Pinterest to drive traffic, and this is the perfect start to your faceless content funnel. I will see you in the next video. Take care, love you loads. Bye.